Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today I wanted to do a little book haul of all of the books that I was gifted for Christmas. So I know we're a little into the new year now. I kind of took like a week off from filming anything. I just needed a little break after the holidays. But I'm excited to be back and be filming. I think I only missed one upload though. I was a little bit ahead on my filming schedule, so I was able to keep videos coming out while I was taking a break. But that being said, let's hop into all of the books that I got for Christmas. So I think starting off, I'll go with the books that I was gifted by my husband. The first one being Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. I have been working my way through the Cosmere. It's been a little hit or miss for me. Some of them have been a little rough, but I really enjoyed Warbreaker and Tress of the Emerald Sea. And my husband thought that this one is one that I would really enjoy. I think I still have to read The Way of Kings before I get to this one. I don't remember the exact reading order, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. So yeah, excited to get to this one, but I have Way of Kings standing between it and myself, and that's a chunker. So we'll see how long it takes for me to get this far. And then if you saw one of my previous episodes, I was talking about my obsession with solo leveling. So I read all of the manhwa, and then I also watched the movie and I watched the show. Season 2 actually just came out this week, so I'm excited to get into that. But my husband bought me books 1 through 3 of the light novel series, so I'm really excited to check these out as well. Now, I also did a little holiday Secret Santa book exchange with some BookTube besties. So the first book that I got for that was from Jenny over at the Haphazard Book Nook, and that was Kid by Jessie Hall. If you saw my Jessie Hall reading vlog, you know that I read 3 of her books recently and absolutely ate them up. I loved every single one of them, and I'm pretty sure that we meet Kid in Hawk, or at least Hawk's best friend from the book Hawk was named Kid, so I'm just assuming they're the same character. I don't know for sure, I didn't verify that, but it's quite a unique name, so we're gonna go with they're correlated. But I absolutely loved his character, the little bits we got of him in Hawk, so I'm super excited to hop into this one. And then Carissa from over at Boxers and Books got me Dungeons and Drama by Christy Boyce. I listened to this one when it first came out and thought it was so adorable, a cute little YA romance with Dungeons and Dragons, and I just ate this story up. But I didn't have my own copy, so I really wanted one so that I could reread it and annotate it. And then I really want to get to the new one, Dating and Dragons, because that also just came out. And then she also gifted me a Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by Holly Renee. I am late to the Holly Renee train, especially this series because it's been out for a while. But I did read The Veiled Kingdom, those 2 books. And I know book 3 is supposed to be coming out this year, so I'm excited to get to that. But I am really excited to start this series because I've heard some great things. And then Kristen from over at the Neverending TBR in Kristen's Corner gifted me the Tahara Mafi series, This Woven Kingdom, and then also these Infinite Threads. I read the Shatter Me series and absolutely devoured it. Like, I'm not one to binge a series ever, but that series I binged the entire thing. So I cannot wait to get into this. And y'all also know how I feel about novellas. And I even read and enjoyed the novellas from the Shatter Me series. That's how much I enjoyed Tahara Mafi's writing. So I can't wait to see what she does here. All right, now the rest of the books I have to show off are from a mixture of my sister and her husband, and my mom and stepdad, and my dad. So in no particular order, I just have a giant pile here next to me. The first one is Our Fault by Mercedes Ron. This is book 3 in the Culpa Mia series. Uh, I watched the Culpa Mia movie on Amazon with English subtitles because it is in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish. And I absolutely ate it up. I loved that movie. I immediately watched it again like 2 days later. It was so good. The tension was there. This is a YA stepbrother romance. And yeah, I'm just really excited. The books haven't been hitting quite as much for me, but I still want to know what happens at the end of their story. And I think the second book's movie is going to be coming out soon as well. So excited to watch that when it does release. I don't know the date exactly, but I've been seeing on Instagram everything about it happening and being filmed and all kinds of release parties and things happening right now. So, really excited to jump in. Then I also got Fantastic Land by Mike Bakoven. And I don't know anything about this at all other than it's a horror. But you give me a horror set in an amusement park, and I'm there for it. I Yeah, I just love this cover. This was totally like a cover buy for me. But luckily, Jenny has recently read it and really enjoyed it. So I am excited to have a copy. She actually said she wished she had a copy that she could have annotated. So maybe this is another one that I annotate when I get to it. Then I also got Wild Love, which is book 1 of the Rose Hill series by Elsie Silver. I am also late to the Elsie Silver train. I just started the Chestnut Spring series was it last month? I can't remember now. It was November, December that I just read the first 2 books in that series and really had a great time. Like I said, I didn't think cowboy romance was going to be my thing, but I was proven wrong. So here I am in my cowboy romance era. And you know, keeping in theme, I also got Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, which is book 1 of the Gold Rush Ranch series. So I'm all set with my Elsie Silver for a little bit here. And then, you know, going with the cowboy romance, I also was gifted Swift and Saddled and Lost and Lassoed by Layla Sage. This is book 2 and 3 in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I read book 1 a few months ago and liked it. I wasn't like blown away, but I've been hearing that the series gets better as it goes. And I actually just read Swift and Saddled on New Year's Eve, hanging out with Jenny. We were live streaming for like 14 hours. We live streamed like through the new year for everybody. So that was a lot of fun. And I read this while we were streaming, and it was definitely way better than book 1. So I have not gotten to book 3 yet, but I am really excited to do so. And these are pretty short, so they're a really nice, quick read. I think I got through it in like 4 hours. We're almost there, guys, I swear. Okay, maybe not like almost, but I had 3 stacks and we're down to 1. So next up, I got books 3 and 4 in the Four Horsemen series by Laura Thalassa. So this is Famine and Death. I love the cover on Death, just like the gold coins in the eyeball in these bright hot pink flowers. It's super cute. The Famine cover I'm not obsessed with, but I read books 1 and 2 of this series already. Book 1 is probably like an all-time favorite. Book 2 was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't like top tier in my opinion. But we got a little glimpse of Famine at the end of book 2, and let me just tell you that I am so excited. So I really hope it doesn't disappoint. All right. Then I also got the Ravenhood trilogy. So we have Flock, Exodus, and The Finish Line by Kate Stewart. I've heard really great things about this series, and again, I know I'm behind, and that really shouldn't come as a surprise because that seems to be on theme for just about all of the series that I've gotten so far in this haul, but I'm really excited to give these a go. And last but certainly not least, we have the queen herself, Stephanie Garber. And we have the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. So we have book one, Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I recently read and I did enjoy it. I didn't like it quite as much as the Caraval series, but there's more books to go. So hopefully, as this series develops, I like the books a little bit more. Then we have book two, The Ballad of Never After, and y'all know I'm a sucker for purple. So, like, this cover is everything to me. I am in love with this cover. And then book three is A Curse for True Love. So, yeah, really excited to get into the rest of this series because y'all know I am a Stephanie Garber fan. I love her writing. It's very whimsical, lyrical. It really sucks you in. You feel like you're in a fairy tale and you can see everything and taste everything and smell everything. And like it just creates such a beautiful world in your mind, which normally I'm not one of those readers that can like see it in my mind visually. Like I understand what's happening, but I don't see it play out like as a movie like some people do. So I really appreciate that her writing really makes me sucked in to the story. All right, guys, those were all the books that I got for Christmas this year. Um, that was actually way more than I thought it was going to be. Normally, all I ask for Christmas is books, but this year I also I wanted some new sweaters and a new purse and like some other things. So books were not the only thing on my list this year. So the fact that I still got so many is crazy to me. So thank you so much for everyone that got me a gift. I really super appreciate it. It is so sweet. Let me know down in the comments below if there are any books that you got for the holidays that you are really excited to read. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe if you're new and make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss any future content. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.